really want the real Democrats to please stand up. You've allowed the progressive socialists to take over your party. I don't know how they got in, but this is not the Democratic Party that I grew up around and listening to. I didn't always have to agree. I mean, everyone starts out a Democrat and then you get your first big paycheck and then you become a Republican. That's how it works. But there was always a ground of understanding. I might not agree with everything, but we can at least have the discussion. But now they're chanting like they're in war. She's telling stories of olive trees, and I don't know how many big olive trees are growing in Michigan this time of year, but apparently it's all this misinformation. It's the same cast of characters, and that's the problem. They have the microphone in the Democratic Party. I don't put too much solace in hearing, they're losing all these voters and stuff. I think the Democrats would come running back if they had someone that was talking to them, the American people. And you have to be like, if you want to win in a democracy in the United States of America, you gotta like white people. If you want to win in a democracy in the United States of America, you gotta like white people. You gotta have them. I don't know the numbers, Jesse, but I think there's like, well, you're 1%, but I'm still gonna put you in there.
Yeah. You
guys make up like 80% of the country. So
well, not 80%, Tyrus. Yeah. I mean, those were the good old days. Just kidding. No, I think it's like, what, 63%?
Yeah, you might want to stop trying to call them oppressors and say these things. Because eventually, here's the thing about white people. They have a thick skin. They let it go for so long, and now we're seeing the results of they've had enough. You went after Cracker Barrel, Bud Light. They drew a line. But you can call them oppressors. You can say all this stuff and blame them, and there'll be the white people apology tour. And that's where this group of so-called Democrats got their footing, and it's going to have to be the Democratic Party to clean it up.
The constituency that Rashida represents did something very canny a couple decades ago, but it's been growing. And they twigged to the fact that if they made common cause with the oppressor narrative that was the paradigm here in American civil rights, it would be a force multiplier for them. So they've done that, and that's how, to Tyrus's point, they've become such an energized and controlling portion of the Democratic Party. Right now, that is where the energy, the small donors, and I have written right here, Mamdani, which you went right to, Dana, and that is, of course, part of this discussion. That is where this is all going. As you say, it's New York now, coming to a city near you. Let's look at some of the stuff that was said at this conference, okay? We have to destroy the idea of America, all right? We also were told that there were Hamas prisoners. Now, they weren't adjudicated by America. It was in Israel, but nonetheless, they were part of a prisoner exchange.
Your home is your castle, you don't need unwanted hassle. Don't let those creatures move in to stay. Let us protect your investments, that's what we're all about. Plank Termite and Pest Control will save the day. Plank is locally owned and family operated right here in Rolla, a Google preferred business. Our customer service and your satisfaction is our #1 goal. So call Plank today at 368-3333. Plank